Oh, hey guys, welcome. First stream. Sorry, the music's a little loud on my end. Hello, hello, hello. Can we hear me? Can we see things? Does it work? Sorry about last time. I'm sure I sent 28,000 people a notification to their phone when Streamlabs did a doozy on me, and I don't know what happened, to be honest. I've never used Streamlabs, and it just made it public without. It was saying that I had connection issues, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, chat is coming through when it's like pinwheeling. It was not fun. Oh my god, this chat is going so fast. There's already 200 people here. This is my nightmare. So welcome to Mars live stream. Mic muted. Don't tell me Mic's muted. It's not cool. You can see my face. Yes. Death everywhere. It's not death everywhere. You've seen other cities. Come on. There's 3 deaths here. Got to be very careful because there's lots of spoilers around. I was actually looking at the city right before this, trying to figure out what I could show and what I couldn't show. And I would say what's been released is 1/3 of what's built in the city right now. There's some big stuff coming in the next few episodes. So get excited for that. Audio is fine. Thank you, Lumois. Thank you, Lumois, for moderating. Steger, what's up, man? Okay, so I had a plan for this episode, for this live stream. You guys all remember this area from this past episode. And when I was building this, it didn't occur to me. I don't know what I was thinking. It did not occur to me that this is an exit and there's no entrance. So people can only arrive at the colony. My mic is off, please. Come on, don't trick me like that. I can see the audio levels. Oh my god. So I was thinking we got to make a place for people to leave the colony. A bit more footage of the upper levels. Yeah, there's actually a big upper level thing coming soon, but sorry, I have to be so careful about spoilers. A nice upper level. Okay, so what are these things over here, right? Hey, Awfully Boeing Man, thanks for the $1. Wow. I hope the thing works. Okay, yeah. Wait, this is a test because I've never seen this thing work. There's a little thing that's supposed to go by the screen. Oh, there it is. Yes, it works. And it says your name at the bottom. Wow. How you guys like that? You like that? It's cool. We like that thing? I spent an embarrassingly long amount of time on that little thing going across the screen. Hello from Central Europe. Yes, I'm sorry to all the Americans who are watching this. It's really late for you guys. Why don't you make a spaceport? I'm gonna make a spaceport. Don't you worry. It's just not. Okay, yeah, I'm not making it until I finish at the dome because I'm already 12,000 props out of 65,000 props. So I just want to make sure that I can finish the inside of the dome before I move outside the dome. I don't want to go out there and waste 20,000 props and then come back in here and not be able to finish. You know what I mean? So we're going to get to the outside of the thing. It's just I have to make sure that we're safe to do it. So used to US streamers. Yeah, I know. I'm in the middle of the night for me, so it's nice for you Europeans. I'm sorry to Americans. Okay, so what are we looking at here, right? Let's go to daytime. I'm not going to tell you what this is, but this is a placeholder. And it's here because I need to build around it. So I'm thinking that this entrance to the spaceport. That's the exit on the left here. We're building the entrance to the spaceport. The exit from the dome is going to have to go under here and kind of avoid these pillars. This is all temporary. Lumois, I'm sure you know what these pillars are. So when I was building this, I was thinking about like when you are departing from an airport, like what you see, you know, yeah, there's like a baggage pickup area. So I think it's going to be the opposite. It's like going to be those like counters with like the people who stand there and like take your bags and like check your passport or whatever, and then there's like a big long security line, right? Something like that. The question is, do we make this functional in the same way where like you can like here there's a path, you know, that leads to that road that you remember from that episode, and then here, do we make a path? Do we not make a path? Oh my god, Soul Prax, what's up, man? Soul Prax is the first patron I ever had. Man, big thanks to you, man. £2. Thank you, man. I would not have made a Patreon if it wasn't, or used my Patreon if it wasn't for you. So I really should be giving you £2, to be honest. So thank you, man. Steger, man, good to see you, Steger. Yeah, so like Steger just said, I have been doing tests, live stream tests for patrons only, and I think I will continue to do live streams for patrons only because it's fun. It's like a nice, more chilled environment than this, because this is like a little crazy. Like I literally, there's no way I can read everyone's thing. I wish I could, but yeesh, it's impossible. I couldn't get anything done. So yeah, patrons obviously can get to see. I've released up to episode 8 on there now. I'm working on episode 9. That's what I was doing all day today. I think hopefully patrons, you guys will get to see episode 9. Hopefully like 2 or 3 days from now. Hopefully. We'll see. This thing here is taking up a lot of my time. So it's, do I spend more time on this whatever this is, I'm not going to tell you, or do I work on episode 9? Okay, so I guess let's leave the road for later, or the path out there for later, because we can always add that in later. I don't know if I want it. I don't know how it's going to mess with like the AI of the people walking around. So I guess let's just browse through some buildings. Whoa, Rico got an update that I have not seen yet. This is crazy. There are whole new icons, all this text. What the heck? I guess I got a notification from Rico, but I did not see this yet. Man, this is great. There used to be a bunch of like empty, like see how this is empty right here? There used to be a bunch of empty things like this, like, and I had to kind of remember what was what. But they've like added so many little icons. Wow, thank you to whoever makes Rico. It's great. Absolutely great. So this should have like some buildings in it. Kind of make up the structure. Just place some buildings out here. These are my favorite. I use these everywhere. It's like, I always like, when I'm dealing with buildings, a lot of times I'll like put them off to the side like this and try and figure out what might work, like drag them in one by one. I mean, this guy needs a road. Oh yeah, someone asked earlier, I don't know why I didn't reply to it when I saw it, and then now I'm thinking about it, but why I don't replace all the roads with a custom road. It's because I couldn't get it animating. I have actually been playing around with some network stuff, and maybe there's a way, but it's just so much more complicated making an actual network than doing props in an invisible road. What else could we use? Maybe we should pause it so these guys don't get angry. These are a little shacky, this is all Creepy Eyes' stuff, I believe. I always try to use this building, I can never get around to it. I think this is not quite official enough. All that, what are those things called? Shantytown assets? No, it's too nice. You know, I'm kind of going for like some sort of like administration building. Oh, that could be good, to be honest. It's a little brick, a lot of bricks, but maybe. Sort of like an administration building that could squeeze under all this. So it looks a little bit more like government kind of. This is all too tall. Could you do a series on building a Malaysian city after you complete this series? I don't know about Malaysian City. I really don't know anything about Malaysia, to be honest. I don't think I would be the best person to do that. It would be very difficult for me. There's a lot more places that I know a lot more about than there. You want to see the upper level? I showed you the upper level. There's a lot more that's a spoiler that I'm not going to show you, but this is the nice upper level. The next upper level after this, next two upper levels after this that are already built are even better, I think. I think this is the most official looking thing so far, this guy right here. I might use that one over and over. There's some stuff from the Kaminogi Japan, what is this called? The content creator pack. Like, that thing is great. Like, maybe that guy. Anyone who watched my last live stream knows this is what I spent like half the time doing, is looking through buildings. No, I think these are good options. Let's see if this guy can fit in any way. I feel like he's too big, but maybe he can fit down here. Maybe. It's a terrible angle. To be honest, it's not terrible. There's a lot of clipping going on. These vines were like the first thing I put down when I made this city, because I thought there was going to be a lot more vines for some reason when I like started building it. I don't know why I was thinking that. Those vines are a huge pain to place down. Maybe there's a way we can like snug this up to this building. Something like that. Oh my god, no. Maybe like that. Do an Indonesian series. No, I don't know. What is all this? I don't know. I've never been to Asia. I'm not the person to be doing an Indonesian series. If you want a good Philippines series, you got to check out Shredra. That Isla Ivitan is amazing. That's what you all should be watching instead of me. We love the video on Skip's page. Anthony Perez, what up, man? Yes, everyone who hasn't seen it should go check it out, because I did some awesome, if you ask me, stuff in Skibeth's little France. If you don't know Skibeth, he's a very well established, basically a legend of City Skylines. He's amazing, and he let me build in his city. And spoiler alert, he built in Mars. So there's some of the spoilers are from Skibeth. Sorry, people are texting me. Oh, Alexander Vieira. Wow, thanks for becoming a patron. That's not a text, that's an email from Patreon. Hopefully the little thing will go by the screen soon. I just want to make sure those things work. So, I don't really like this. We're going to have to cover up this entryway, I think. And we're going to have to do something about all this clipping going on up here. Because these vines are like, don't really make sense anymore, if you ask me. Like, why would a vine be growing there? Skib went to Mars, yes. Well, it's public knowledge if you, if you're a Skibeth patron, then it's public knowledge. But it's now public knowledge. I've said it. I'm sorry, Skib. I'm sure it's fine. I'm very excited to show it, but to be honest, guys, it's a long ways away. That's probably episode 10, I would say, is Skibeth's work. So what am I going to do about this? It's so hard to select. Dan the Burger Man. Love this series, Open Air Manufacturing Factory. I have been thinking about that, to be honest. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Thank you for the $2, by the way. That's very kind. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I feel like a lot of these capsule apartments, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be really cool. Like, you guys know that really awesome asset that's like a animated. What is it? It's like an animated excavation thing. Like, it'd be so cool if there was one of those, but it was like one of those robot arms from like a car factory, you know. All these assets in here must be vines that we don't need anymore. I'm sorry. I do really like these vines. Like, it was like basically the first thing I built in this series was putting down these vines. So I'm sad to be deleting them, to be honest. We'll keep these ones out here, I think. We'll figure out a good, like, maybe we can put like a nice Lord Grooney, one of these guys down here, and just like make sure that we do some sort of plant thing. Because I can't get rid of these vines. They're too sentimental to me. I have to figure out a way. I should try building Hong Kong. Man. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the next series is. Hong Kong, at least, like, I have more familiarity with. Like, I see pictures of it. I like know kind of generally what it's like. A little bit more like Malaysia and Indonesia. I really don't know much about, to be honest. Yeah, R.I.P. the vines. So we'll come back to this little guy at some point. Okay, so what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get people around here? This is all a big puzzle. Let's get at least some more concrete down so we can like see stuff, or see a little bit more what it's gonna be like. If you guys, if anyone here watched Kobayashi Island, you'll know I don't use the painter mod. I know it's like the reason I don't use it is because of my own stupidity. You're not supposed to subscribe to things while, hey, look, a new patron, DKWU. Thanks, man. Have fun watching those new episodes. I know you're not supposed to subscribe to things when you're using the what's it called mod, the surface painter mod, and that's what screws it up. Like, I've learned that now, but I still I like subscribing to stuff while the game is open, and if that's gonna break my game, then I'm just fine doing it other ways. It's okay with me. Why don't I create a landfill site? I have some plans for trash. We'll see what happens with that. It's a little bit down the road. I'm planning on doing that more in like this part of the city over here, which like I don't plan on getting to for quite a while. So that'll come eventually. We got to think of all the things that Mars needs and get that in here in one way or another. My goodness, 230 people. Man, I'm not one for public speaking, but to be honest, it's not quite so bad when I'm like at my house. Like, it's really bad on a stage. I don't know who's like done public speaking like out in public, like like standing in front of people. That is not fun at all. What am I gonna put here? I think this needs to be some sort of other building. Like, maybe we get one. Maybe we get this guy. This guy, you know, something like that, right? Maybe, and then maybe do another one. North Korean series. Oh my God! Listen, guys, I'm not open to series suggestions at the moment. We can stop pitching things. This is not the time. Maybe in a few months from now, we can start thinking about it. Not now. Not quite yet. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, we should do a path here. I'm just gonna lay it down so that I know generally. And I'm also, okay, We all know that this is going to be here. I'm going to delete it so that it stops being annoying. There's something going here on these pillars. And I'm never going to tell you guys what it is. Because it's too cool. Right, Lumois? Lumois? Public speaking review. Wow. That sounds like a good review. Yeah, to be honest, I was actually telling Lumois, who's a moderator on Discord and the moderator here, earlier, that normally when I public speak and it's like in front of a lot of people, I like do fine. Like everyone's like afterwards like, oh, you did great, like nothing to say about it, it was good. But afterwards I literally don't remember anything about it. Like it's a complete blackout for me, and I feel like that's gonna happen to me this time, even though this isn't really public speaking. But that's just how it goes for me. We'll see if I remember anything about what I talked about today. Neo Florian, watching the new videos on Patreon. Thank you, man. I hope you guys enjoy these new videos. Episode 8 was really a doozy for me. Like that one took me probably 3 weeks at least. I like at like the 20-minute mark of that video, I deleted the whole, like half the build. And had to redo quite a bit of it, but I think it was for the best. But oh my god, was that a whole thing. Loved your build in Little France. Thanks, man. That was so fun. I'm so thankful that Skib let me build there, because that was like an absolute blast. I've never, like you said, I've never built anything in Europe before, in City Skylines. And to be honest, I just spent a lot of time looking at Google Maps. But it was so fun. I've never actually built like that, where it's like, where you're like looking at Google Maps and like doing like basically what Google Maps tells you to do. Never done that ever. Kobayashi Island was not like that. I was just building from the imagination. So we're building like a tunnel entrance right here, in case you didn't pick that up. I'm not familiar with the whole Patreon thing. How does one become a part of this? Patreon is linked in the description. It's a platform that you support people that you like their content, and you get perks, basically. And it's big among City Skylines people. I was actually just talking to Skib and $2.20 yesterday about how there's so many people who make really amazing City Skylines assets and have Patreon accounts, and you go and look and it's like so sad. They only have like 5 patrons and they're only making like $20 a month for like an insane amount of like great stuff that they're doing for City Skylines. Like I wish there was more support for the people who make assets. I'm not saying me, I'm saying other people. Like I feel like I have a pretty good platform in order to you know, like people who make like some of these really amazing assets, no one knows who they are. Like they're not on YouTube, they're not making videos along with it. Like, okay, so this needs like a sign here. Let's see what we got. Spectre 18 Gaming. You're not the guy who made all those assets on the workshop, are you? The Spectre whatever assets, this future stuff, all the orange and black things. What are we gonna put here? Man, I get comments like every single episode about how these signs that I have, like, be careful, like you're putting down this one, someone said, like, no, which one was it? One of these people, one of them said you're putting down like a laundromat or something like that. It's like, yeah, I can't, I'm sorry, I don't know how to read Japanese or Korean or Chinese or all these signs that I have, and so it's like I have them all subscribed to because I like the way that I don't know what they're saying, and it's like very nondescript for me. Like for other people, I get it. Like I'm just putting down stuff that says random things. But like for this, I would never put down this Denny's sign because it says Denny's and I know what Denny's is. But like this one, like what is that? This one, this is what I'm gonna put down. This is great. Great prop. Something like that. And then maybe we need like another sign, like a skinnier one. Like maybe this type of prop, not this one exactly, but in this shape. What language do they speak on Mars? I'm imagining that on Mars, it's very culturally diverse. To be honest, that's the kind of thing that, if you guys don't know, there's being constructed a wiki for Mars by everyone who's on the City Walk City Wall Discord, which is also linked in the description. Pretty fun in there, if you ask me. And we got a whole thing going of not wiki, sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Retaining walls. There's a whole thing of like people talking about the wiki, like the lore of Mars, like what is possible in terms of like engineering, and it's like honestly been very helpful for me because like it's a lot to try and think about like what makes sense and then also building it. Like it's nice to have like a group of people who are like, you know, it would make more sense if this was this case because blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh yeah, that actually would make more sense. Like I'm glad someone else is thinking about that for me so I can focus on other things. Okay, these are lined up now. There we go. And like that. Nope, not at all like that. Like that. Nope. Okay. And then my favorite trick in the book. This black door is so useful. I use this everywhere. Just put it like right there. All of a sudden, I think Lijo taught me this trick. It just makes it look like you can't see what's in there. Great stuff. So we'll have to put something all around this. Mars inhabitants demand a single Denny's. Maybe they do demand a Denny's. Little taste of home, you know? Or maybe Denny's is already well out of business, because I could see that as well. Denny's does not seem like the kind of place that would last forever. They seem like a Blockbusters to me. Okay, so maybe at this point we got to do some nice gray flame. You know, a little gray flame. If you guys don't know about gray flame, it's the best asset around. Why don't you make a reference to aliens on the colony? That's a complicated question, to be honest. I've thought a lot about it because... When am I going to do this? Because I've always wanted to not use the vanilla citizens. And, man, emails coming in hot. New patron, Jonathan Bryant. Thanks, man. Sorry, I'll turn off my little email dings. Thanks for becoming a patron. Means a ton. What was I just saying? Oh my god, this chat is going a mile a minute. Why don't I reference aliens? Oh yeah, okay. So I've always wanted to not use the vanilla citizens because it's always like grannies and grandpas. If you notice, like every single citizen that walks around is an old person, I feel like. And it just seems so weird to me. And that mod just came out where you can replace your vanilla citizens with custom ones, but I haven't made the switch quite yet because I'm just waiting for a few more. Like there's this guy Rust Bucket who's made like 11 or 12 new citizen assets in the last like 2 weeks, and he's actually one of my patrons, so shout out to Rust Bucket. He took the photos in Mars for those assets, and I'm definitely about to use them, but I'm just waiting for like a few more because I feel like I'm already annoyed at how few citizens there are in the vanilla game, and you always see the same ones walking around, but I think there's still like 20 of them. I think there's quite a few. Like there's more than you would expect, and so I'm waiting a little bit longer. But to bring it back to aliens, one of the ones that actually already existed was an alien one. So I've always been thinking like, man, should I like subscribe to this alien guy and have him walking around the city? And I haven't made up my mind if there's gonna be. I don't think it's very realistic, to be honest. So chances are no. I think it's a little far-fetched, but it is a thought that has crossed my mind many times. What do we think of this chat in the corner? I know like when Skib live streams and when $2.20 live streams, they don't do the chat in the corner, but I don't know. I wanted to try it out. I watch like a good amount of thanks for the subscribe, but it didn't say whose name that was. I watch a good amount of Age of Empires live streams. I don't know who plays Age of Empires, but I really enjoy it. And is this weird? This like wall here? I'm just like mindlessly building. Sorry, and I'm also talking about so many things at once. In Age of Empires live streams, they have the chat in the thing, and I kind of like reading it, so I thought I would do it. Is this wall weird? That's the question. Can it be unweird? Can I do something about it? Maybe. Like, boy, it is so hard to keep up with the chat. It's like, because I want to be building things in these live streams and like getting work done. Is that okay? Do we like this? Is this weird? T90 official. Yeah, I'm a fan of Viper AOC. T90 I don't really watch too much. John Bryant, love the content, keep up the original work. Thanks, man. I plan to. Thank you so much. Lots of stuff coming along soon. Hopefully when I finish this episode 9 and I release that to patrons, then I'll be releasing episode 7 on YouTube. So hopefully in a couple days, maybe. We'll see. There might be some derailment about this thing up here. This might take up some time. Is this weird? I'm trying to decide. Like, should there be a retaining wall here instead? I kind of feel like there should. I feel like it's weird. New patron, JP Kelty. Thank you for becoming a patron. Hope you enjoy the new videos. Why am I in tunnel mode? This is not how I want to be seeing the world. You're a new City Skylines player, love the content, trying some mods and assets. Great, that's how you should be playing, is with mods and assets. My suggestion is don't subscribe to a bunch at once and just do one at a time, a couple at a time, figure out how the settings work, what they do exactly, because when you subscribe to a million at a time, which is what I did when I started out, it was way too overwhelming. I had no idea what any of the specific ones did. Okay, we need to get this guy at the bottom. Wait, come on. No, where is he? Is this him? No. I hate this. This is so annoying. Come on. Nope. You know about this where, like, if there's a million things on top of each other, you can do Alt-Tab and tab through them, but it's still, like, impossible to figure out which one is which. No. Oh, my God. This is, like, the bane of my existence with Kobayashi Island, to be honest, is Alt-Tabbing through things and trying to figure out. That's gotta be it. No. Okay, I might just cover this up because this needs to be covered up anyways. Like if we put another one of these things here, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Oh my God, that's way better. Like that. You hope I upload this live stream. I hope I do too. It's all dependent on the Music Vine gods. Music Vine is the I pay them a subscription in order to be able to use their music in these videos. So there's like there is a cost of making these videos on my end. I have to pay money, and sometimes, even though I pay them, they like flag songs that I put in videos. And a lot of times, like, I will upload a video and then it'll get flagged and I'll have to like replace the song because it's easier to do that than to like go through the appeals system. So I don't know. We'll see. If they that was part of the things I was testing with the patrons, with the patron only live streams, which if you do become a patron, you'll be able to see all those. They're all up on Patreon. I think there's like 5 of them. I was testing to make sure that to see which songs would be okay, which songs wouldn't be okay. So I think I have a good playlist going, and if it turns out to in fact be a good playlist, then this will be public afterwards. One of my PC specs, they're listed in the description, but my FPS is wonderful. It's great. I don't know if you can see this, but I got probably 30 or 40 FPS right now. But it's also because I have, I don't know if you guys know about this trick, ultimate level of detail. This mod is supposed to be so that you can turn up the detail like past the game default, but I turn it below the game default, and you get such good FPS. It looks bad when you zoom out too far, but I rarely zoom out that far, so. Don't be daring me to Alt F4, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Maybe this whole area here should have these props, you know? Like, let's see, can this, can this guy move out any further? No, I'm gonna have to do a double row. No, I won't do a double row. I'll figure out something good to go in there. Is this gonna make sense, or should I just get rid of the stupid vines? Poor vines. I feel bad for them. This is the one that I put all the effort into too. You see how it has a trail of vines going up the thing? Like, I was always thinking like, oh, this was the vine that actually was growing on the ground. The rest of them just like moved across from here. What other games do I play? I play Age of Empires. I don't play a lot of Age of Empires. I'm not very good, but the definitive edition, I love. And all my friends play Dota, and I play Dota with them sometimes. I just don't really like, like I've been playing Dota for like 4 or 5 years, 6 years, almost a long time, and it's just very toxic. It's a very toxic game. I like City Skylines because like everyone's so nice, you know. There's no like being called terrible words at the end of the game. There's no like teammates like screaming at you. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm like not terrible at Dota, but it doesn't even matter sometimes. Like, they'll just scream at you no matter what. Come on, it's so hard to select the correct thing sometimes. I'm just over here, oh my god, trying to do like a combination of Control Tab and like Shift and like so many different things at once. Shift, okay, there we go. Like, how is this gonna make sense? Like, why would there be a plant here, you know? Like, I'm just getting more mad at this the longer I look at it. Like, this should just be another building here. Maybe the vine is growing from the roof, you know? Ugh, I'm sorry, vines. Poor vines. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna delete them all? Right? It doesn't make any sense. Am I being crazy? Like, if this is the entrance, like imagine you're walking into an airport and you're like gonna go to the person and drop off your bags and get your ticket. Like, there wouldn't be like and you're in like a terrible place. There wouldn't be like a very nice thing of vines and plants here. Like, this is too nice. Sorry, vines. Delete. 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 We can all remember it in episode 2. Maybe I'll figure out a way to put it back in some other place in the city. Because this is going to be more building. Like that. And these need to line up with this building. I think this is all Kaminogi buildings I'm placing down. Oh no. You've got to be kidding me. Did my internet just go out? Am I going crazy? Okay. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. My internet has been doing this crazy thing where they like turn it off for like 30 seconds in the middle of the night, and it's only in the middle of the night, which is what I'm doing this. So we're back, I guess. I don't know what that was. Very scary, to be honest. We're all good. I don't know what happened. I just got like a pinwheel on like everything at once for like a second there. What game did I play first? It was probably Age of Empires. I think Skib would say the same thing. So let's put a tunnel block over here. Can I do a time lapse of the city? You guys just saw a time lapse of the city, like literally 10 seconds ago when my internet went out, and I put on a time lapse of the city that said I'll be right back. How are we gonna do this? I guess maybe no tunnel block there. Everything seemed fine on your end. Well, I'm sorry about that then, guys. I'm glad to hear everything was fine. Everything on my screen pinwheeled, so it was not fine on my end. But that's what happens when this is your first stream. I like freak out about things like that. That's gonna be funny. That's gonna be very funny when like people are watching that in the playback after, when this is like up as a YouTube video. I didn't remember to turn off my mic, so you'll hear me like get up from my chair. A communication center. That's something that has been thought of and is in the city if you're watching on Patreon. But to be honest, I don't explicitly say that's what it is. But now that I've built it and I've been thinking about it, it's sort of like a communication center in some ways. A full 20-minute time-lapse video, that would get so boring. Ivo, what's up, man? Ivo is on the City Walk City Wall Discord, and him and Deer, who I assume will be here at some point soon, and a few other people are doing an awesome joint city project. They're all working on the same city. I was helping them, or not helping them, but I did a part of the city with them. These entrances seem weird. Maybe they're not going to be weird once there's more stuff around here, you know. Okay, so let's just start at the back and work our way forward, I think. So first things first, we need these props. I think I'm selecting the right thing. I'm selecting a little bit more than the right thing, but this is fine. No, that's not the right thing. Classic. Am I ever going to be able to select the right thing? Nope. Nope. Oh my god. Okay. These are all that. And this one prop is this. Perfect. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is a little bit harder to leave the city than to enter the city. I'm thinking it's kind of like the thing where they're happy to have you come and like die within 5 years, but they don't really want you to be traveling. So we'll have a smaller area to exit. And yeah, let's do another set of these things. That right there, I learned so recently, it's embarrassing, where you can right click and rotate the thing 45 degrees. Just right click when you're using Move It and rotate it. Oh my god, I should have known that earlier. Will you do a military base or military garrison? That is also in episode 7, which was the next one coming out, but is available on Patreon. That's not the I think that I'm going to do more than just what's in that episode, but there's some stuff coming in that one. Okay, so off to the side here, I'm thinking that we got to make like a desk. Excuse me. A desk and like this prop. And like a person behind the desk. And like a computer. We need a Linda. Shredra Gaming. Made these. There needs to be a male Linda, I've said to him. Hopefully it'll come. And then we need a box. I think. No, what am I looking for? This thing, yeah. Oh, it's so big. Like, it's a vanilla asset, so I can't turn it to procedural objects. Let's use, we're gonna go crazy here. We're gonna go super dummy crazy. So like, I'm thinking, you know, it could just be anything, but if this was sort of like a computer screen or something, like, you know what I'm talking about when you go to the airport and they like tell you like your bag's too heavy. I hate that. I hate when they tell you your bag's too heavy. And they make you pay like an extra $100 or something. Right? That's okay. That kind of looks cool. Maybe the Linda isn't the move. Maybe we need one of these slightly different looking people. One of oops, no, I didn't finish typing that apparently. One of these people. These 1800 French people. 1920 French people, whatever it is. Riot if you don't get Denny's. Oh my goodness. Come on. Yeah, everyone likes no, not everyone likes Denny's, to be honest. Which way is this going? That way. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Convert to PO. And then we'll just make this much smaller. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Something like that, where like maybe skinnier, something like that. And I think this is going maybe the wrong direction. Needs to go towards the spaceport, which is going to be out that way. You know what I'm talking about at the airport, where they got these things like behind the person who's like checking for your passport or whatever. And like they they weigh your bag and they put it on it. Looks like Lumoise is on it, man. Thank you. I don't know what you deleted, but good on ya. Okay, so this is clipping with this little lady here. She needs some room. So this PO is gonna have to move. Like that. Yeah, like that. And then we'll do another one on the backside. Lumoise is killing it. Oop, not the number lock button. I was just pressing the number lock button instead of the page up button. Right? Like, we've all seen this. We've all seen this thing. We've all been to the airport. Maybe not. I'm sorry if you haven't been to the airport, but now's not the time to go. Maybe in a year or two you can go to the airport and it'll be fun again. Thanks for the help the other night. Much appreciated. No problem, man. What a whiff hit me up. I think he's trying to start making some YouTube videos for City Skylines. I don't know if you guys use PO, but there's this awesome new thing where you can control drag, and then it does that. It makes a duplicate, and there we go. We got a duplicate. So useful. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, so we need some like sign above her head or something. Something. Like maybe we do like one of these. Just some regular old concrete. Can't say it enough, Loomoys. Thanks for being here and doing this. I know Saturdays aren't your day. This honestly wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for Loomoys, so you can all thank him. I would have waited for my other moderator to wake up in Europe, but he has yet to do that, so I probably just wouldn't have live streamed. So I'm trying to just make like one segment of this. Is this okay? This is probably too far, hanging overhead. So more like that. And then why don't I make a theme park? This isn't Roller Coaster Tycoon. This isn't Parkitect. If you always want a theme park, you should go watch $2.20's Parkitect series, because that's fun. There's a theme park. I don't play that game, but I watched it. What kind of sign? Just some generic sign. I don't know what it says. Do a build with no mods. Sorry, excuse the ice chewing. I've had some thoughts about that. I'm not going to elaborate. But there's some thoughts there. It's so, you got to be so particular with these signs, you know. Everyone's always got something to say about the signs. They're like, what is this? This is shampoo. They're never exactly what you want. You always gotta find like the most generic looking ones. And like, see, this looks like, you know, maybe you're at an airport. That's like a logo you would see at an airport. It does say PC Depot, but maybe that's the name of something that has nothing to do with PCs. Oop, sorry about that. My phone buzzing on the table, you probably heard it. V Merrick, man, thanks for becoming a patron. You really didn't need to do that. V Merrick is also been very helpful on the City Wall Discord, because he's an engineer, and so he's like really good at helping to figure out like what's like physically possible and what isn't. This little dangly thing needs to go. V Merrick, thanks, man. Hey, these people are going somewhere. Where are they even going? I didn't connect. Oh, they're going to that building. That's why this game is so much better than a like a modeling program, is because like it just like does stuff without you noticing. Like people are walking over there. Right? This is like how an airport would sort of be. They usually have signs on top. No. Yeah, wait, I'm doing this wrong. Usually there's signs in the back, and then up top is like, I feel like it says like the flights or something. It says like 6:30 p.m. to Frankfurt. Right? That's how it's normally set up. I think it'll be more like this back here. The upper level's main language should be French. I think that's something you might have to take up with the Discord and the wiki people. But to be honest, I have been using a lot of French assets up there, stuff from French asset creators. Right, that looks a little bit more normal. I really shouldn't be touching my face. I'm like so bad about it. I'm trying to get better because of the whole, you know, thing that's going on. Okay, so this lady, let's get her into like the actual position of this being a copyable thing. Right? We're trying to make a thing that I can copy and paste a few times. Oops. So like in between her and the next one is usually like a little down below area. What is my day job? I'm not going to tell you what my day job is, but coronavirus has ruined my life. So my day job currently is City Skylines. Something like this, you know. This needs to be resized, but something along those lines. I know it might not seem like I spend as much time as I'm claiming playing City Skylines, but Mars takes a long time to build things. Insanely long. I mean, you can tell like how little I've built. I'm like not even really reading the chat. I'm just trying to like build, and I've built nothing. And it's been, how long has it been? I don't know where it says. Somewhere on my screen it probably says how long it's been. It's been an hour. Like it takes me probably 15, 20, 12, somewhere in that range, hours of building, and then another that many hours of editing to make one episode. It's a whole thing. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Right? This is looking okay. Am I planning a second dome? No, I am not. I showed this at the beginning. These are my limits, my game limits. Pay close attention to this prop number because that's what I'm gonna hit before anything else. There's no way. I've only built probably a quarter of the dome. So if we go by these numbers, that means to finish the inside of the dome, that's 48,000 props, and then I'm only left with what is that, 17,000 left, and that's probably going to be just the stuff directly outside the dome, the spaceport. So no second dome. Quit asking. It's never going to happen. Not my choice. It's the game's choice with the limits. How much city in the dome is done? More than you guys have seen, that's for sure. Definitely more than you guys have seen. Unless you're a patron. Then you've seen most of it. So I'm going to convert these props to POs because of that exact reason. I've been trying to do that a lot more. Even if I don't feel the need to convert something to PO, I do it anyways because it doesn't count towards the prop limit that way. Oh, look at that. That lined up almost perfectly. The only thing that doesn't line up is the conveyor belt. The thing about these conveyor belts that's kind of stupid is I should have made them differently in a lot of ways, but I should have made them differently in that, like, see this? It's like flickery. Like, it might be hard to tell on a stream because the quality's not amazing. It's like flickery right there where they're overlapping because I didn't put it at a slight slant. Like those surfaces are at the exact same level, so I always gotta like make them alternate, where one's slightly higher than the other one. Okay, this looks great. This is looking great. The last thing is, I wish there was like a luggage on the workshop. Like, is there, hold on. Is there luggage on the workshop? There's not. I think I already looked. Yeah, what is this? This is nothing. Bag? Anyone know? Like, I feel like I looked for this. Ooh, what are these? These are cool. I'm gonna add this to my props collection. But we're not for Mars quite yet. So yeah, like I suspected, no luggage props. Seems like something that should be there, if you ask me. So this is what I used the first time around. It's just this crate thing, which I guess I'm okay with using again. I just wish there was something better. You know? Like, that doesn't seem like something you would be going on a trip with. Like, do they even have wood here? Like, just, I wish there was something better, but I'm not about to make that. There's some other crates here. Like, honestly, even that might be better. Some of these turn of the century French props. Am I going to play Surviving Mars? No, I am not. I'm going to play City Skylines, because it's the game I like. That's sort of better. I mean, that is not even close to what I would hope would be able to be put there, but whatever. Let's put some Lindas, some Shredra Gaming Lindas. Please, everyone, go watch Shredra Gaming. Okay, this lady is really hyped to be leaving. Or maybe she's like arguing. Right? And these ladies should have search package. That's something I don't think I've searched. Hold on. Let's try it real quick. Package. There's a lot of people. I wonder why that would come up when you search package. This is interesting. This is a cool prop. This has nothing to do with packages, but let's save this. Let's save it. Let's save it. I don't know how you guys do collections, but no, that's still not great, to be honest. I have like 20 or so collections. They're all linked in the description. And basically, they're categorized. Like, I'll have like an airports collection, a roads collection, and if I like a asset, I'll just add it to that collection, and that doesn't really mean anything other than that it's like kind of saved for me. But then I have a Mars collection, and that like I subscribe all, and it's very safe for me to like just unsubscribe to all my assets and then subscribe back to that collection, and that's just everything that comes with Mars. It's that stuff. It seems so weird. Can I zoom out and show the entire city? No, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? You guys know how much is built that you haven't seen? There is no way I'm doing that. These should be turned to POs. There's been a lot built that has not been shown. Okay, so let's try putting this into the area. Okay, that doesn't make sense there. It needs to be further away because that first area should be security. Like all that, this whole area to the right should be sort of some sort of security thing. Now we do have this pillar here. I could do PO as a blank object and change the surface to a suitcase. To be honest, I don't know PO well enough. I wish I knew PO better. I know how to do some things with PO, but there's some people who can do that kind of stuff, and I have not yet filled with it. Okay, this needs to line up a little bit better, like that or something. Like, I wish this pillar wasn't here. Like maybe, can this thing like survive on fewer pillars? Like probably. I'm just gonna delete these. This is temporary anyways. I'll move these ones in. Oh, look, there was a double of them anyways. Oh, I know why. It's because there was two on top of each other. Can I do an overgrown area? There's something vaguely like that in this episode I'm working on now. Vaguely. I was told in the comments of my last video that the Mars dirt, it has like too much chlorine or something, and the weeds like wouldn't grow technically, so it doesn't make sense for there to be dirt or weeds growing in dirt like in just random places. I don't know if I buy it. I don't know if this would be a left turn, right? I don't know if like I'm gonna even go along with that. Like I do like the idea of there being weeds here and there, but it is nice to know. Wait, where did my Lindas go? Oh my god, the Lindas are gone. I'm gonna have to replace them. No one told me in the chat. All my hard work placing down Lindas went for nothing. What's the point of a chat? They don't tell me then the Lindas are missing. It's okay. I forgive you. Maybe someone did tell me. I didn't look because it's hard for me to read everything and do this. There are baggage cart props. Link them. Send them. I don't think that's what I want though. That sounds like that sounds like it's supposed to go at an airport, like on the taxiways. No. We need another little black door. When's the next episode dropping? Hopefully in a few days. It's whenever I finish episode 9 and release that to Patreon. Then episode 7 will drop for you guys on YouTube. Try and stay 2 ahead if I can. My goal is to be 3 ahead, but it's tough. These episodes take so long. How's the like volume of my voice and the music and everything? We good? R.I.P. Linda's, I know. Let's put them back. Linda. Okay, what do we have? We had this lady who was... Before we had this lady who was doing that. We had this lady who was like doing some sort of negotiating. I think they were closer to each other. All I want is a male Linda. That's all I want. Okay, and then this lady is here because her bag is getting checked on the right. Maybe she's standing closer to her bag just to make sure nothing happens. You don't see a problem with the levels? Perfect. Thank you, guys. Maybe one of these Lindas is sitting on her package, you know? And then she has like a second Linda who's doing the stuff for her. And then just for the sake of variety, let's move this over to that one. And this lady is doing her thing. Okay. We got the Lindas back. I like that one sitting on the package. That seems very authentic. Music could be a bit louder, someone says. Louder music. It's a hair louder now. Some of these songs might be really loud, though, is the thing. Some of them, all of a sudden, it might come in, and then we're all like holding our ears, like bleeding ears, because there's some sort of like electro song that came all of a sudden. This was the stupid way to do this. I shouldn't have done it like this. There's so many ways to duplicate an asset, you know. Let's move this down just a little bit so it wasn't doing that flickery thing. Not louder, please. Home, X home TV X. You led us all astray. Okay, we're going back down. Now it's too loud. Okay, going back down. Going back down. Going back down. This is how it was before. I'm sorry. First stream jitters, you know. I can't help it. Can't help it. Let's move all these so that lines up with that, and then we'll move our little Lindas to go with it. We're back. We're back. The low volume. We're back at the quieter volume. There was a little skip right there. Maybe there was a save game happen. What's it called? Auto save happening. Oh boy, this doesn't quite look lined up if you ask me, right? This would be a little bit more like that. Better. Live stream. What an awesome Sunday morning. Glad to make your Sunday morning. Dan GR. Okay. So we should do like the opposite thing on the other side. Right? Like this. Like this is how it would work at a sort of an airport, right? Can I explain why there's a Korean soup restaurant sign? Yeah, you missed when I explained it, where I said that I don't know Korean or Japanese or Chinese, and these signs look like very nondescript to me. So I just placed them down because they, to me, it could be anything. Maybe to other people it's super silly, but to me it looks like just a sign. Okay, so I'm thinking that there's like sort of a couple rows of this stuff, you know? Listen, speaking of signs, this is something I did want to talk about in this live stream. On Discord, we've been doing this thing where it's pretty easy for me to like, if you send me like a PNG file of like a cool sign, to turn it into an asset. And so check this out. This isn't released yet, It will be released to patrons when I do this next episode, and then it'll be released publicly in maybe like a month or so. But we have all these awesome Mars signs, and so I didn't make these. People on Discord made them and sent them to me, and I turned them into assets, and I've been using them all over, and they're amazing. Especially this one. This one's my favorite, with the Hebrew and the like all the little bits missing from the top. This one says "Free Mars." Some good stuff. Deer, what up, man? How's it going? Glad you're finally awake. To be honest, this is not as far as I would have hoped to get in an hour and a half, and I really have to use the bathroom. So let's take a little 5-minute break here, and I will keep live streaming for a decent amount of time, but I need a quick break. So, sorry guys, we're going on a pause. We're back. Sorry, I forgot to turn up the music volume when I did that. I gotta get better about like being quick about swapping all the settings I need to do when I like do that. I'll try and be better. There's a lot of things to I don't know who's streamed before, but there's really a lot of things you gotta deal with and do when you're streaming. There's so many things open on my screen at the moment. Okay, so I'm trying to make a little loop around, you know, that goes like that, right? You know what I mean? These signs aren't lined up at all. Not at all. What are we gonna do? I wish there was an easy way, an easier way to move like a bunch of the same kind of assets together. Like, where is this guy? Is this him? No, that's not him. Are these just props? No, they can't be just props. Oh my goodness. Okay, instead of that, what we're gonna do, because that seems way too hard to find that asset, so we're gonna get an expressway. Lumois, thank you for moderating. I know it's late for you. You're a beast. Couldn't do it without you. Thanks, man. Everyone say thank you to Lumois. That was a weird noise my mouth just made. Wonder if you guys all heard it. I feel like that even happens in some of my episodes, and I'm like listening to the commentary after I've recorded, and I'm like, what in the world noise was that? Why did I just make that weird noise? This is really hard to see behind these pillars. You know what I mean? Just get some sort of like support in here. Something like that. Like that. I feel like that's okay. It is blocking this P from the PC depot. Maybe one day we'll have like a good sign, like someone will make a really good sign and I can bring it into the game, like those other Mars signs, and it can go here instead of this PC depot. Yeah, because I mean, it's good from a distance where you can't like see it, you know, like makes sense from this distance, but I don't know. PC Depot, that's not the right thing. Low price, everyday guarantee. Yeah, I'm mad at it already. I'm really mad at it. I don't know. We'll come back to it maybe. So, okay. So, what we need is just this prop. Copy, paste. There's some people who are so good at procedural objects. I just can't believe it. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Comrade Intense, but man, he is so much better at PO than I am. It's really a skill. Can do so much with this mod. Like, I'm only just starting to use it. Oops, went too far. So something like that, something like this, right? We're also missing, you know what we're missing is this network. I forgot to like copy this in when I did it. This needs to be in all these. Like that, you know? Like this, vaguely like that. I really like this this song. There's some really good songs in this Mars playlist, if you ask me. There was someone who even on the City Walk City Wall Discord who, there's actually been a couple people who've made songs for the series, which has been super cool. Like, what an awesome thing to offer to do. So thank you, Sister Parish. Thank you, oh dear. We need a retaining wall. Something like that. You know? Is the Martian project as difficult as I expected? Well, to be honest, when I started it, it was more difficult because I didn't know what I was doing, and it's become easier now that I'm kind of into it. But the hardest thing so far, to be honest, has been helicopter rotors. That's been the single hardest thing, is helicopter rotors. And I would say second hardest thing might be what me and Lumoys are working on now, which is a network, which I've never done before. So this doesn't make any sense now. This is not enough room. These guys need to move to more like here. How are the desk workers meant to get from behind the desk? That's a good question. That's a good question. Maybe we'll take a look at that. Maybe they just have to climb over this little thing there. Wait, the scale or whatever that is. Or they live there. That's their home, is behind the desk. I like that. That's a better way of doing it. I feel like it's fine. They can climb over that. That's so easy. This is not meant for comfort. This is meant for how do they do it in real life? In real life, they gotta like pick up the bag from here, from this little spot, and like move it to the conveyor. Right? I don't know. It's hard to say. So, to be honest, now it's seeming weird to me that this isn't lined up with this, right? Am I the only one who thinks that's weird? Like, maybe I shouldn't have done that, what I just did. Seems weird. It's weird both ways. Like, okay. Let's, move this in, right? Maybe we'll move it over here so it doesn't look quite as crazy. Something like that. Vaguely like that. Maybe we'll come back to that. Like, I'm thinking that this conveyor belt needs to be lined up more with that conveyor belt. Like, maybe this sign even needs to be gone. This one needs to be gone. This one needs to be gone. And this needs to be moved all the way back, right? Like, so that this and this line up, because that's what I did over there, was I deleted it. I deleted that sign. Hey, it's V Merrick in the chat. I don't know what you're talking about with wheelchairs and fire extinguishers, but that sounds pretty fun, whatever that is. You know what I mean? Like, it should be at this, should be about here. Like, we'll move this in. Grab this guy. Move this in. Ba-ba-ba. And same goes for this. Something like that. It needs to be a hair lower so it doesn't do that flickery, stupid flickery thing. Nope, not that one. Where's this? Which little X is it? It could be any X. It must be this one. Nope, not that one. Oh my gosh. This is my biggest nightmare, is not being able to find the stupid X. Up, 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 Come on, come on, come on. It's got to be one of these. No, it's not that one. I already clicked that one. See, this is like why I'm always like afraid of doing live streams, is because when I actually play the game, you have no idea how long I spent. Like, it's not this one, right? This is the wrong one. I've been doing stupid things like this. Okay. So that was that. It must be this one. Yes, it's that one. And we have an autosave. Love the autosave. No chat anymore in the video. I wonder what happened. There should be chat in the video. What is up with that? It got moved? Sorry, hold on. There's a million things with this streaming. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. But that doesn't even look right. It's still not back. Oh, you know what it is? Oh my god, I'm so stupid, guys. I'm so sorry. I've been using the wrong... See, I have this one where it shows my desktop. This is my desktop. And see how there's like the little windowed mode, City Skylines at the top? And this is the correct stream. I've been on the wrong one. So the first chat back is RIP chat, so you're wrong. Sorry, guys. I will get better with it the more I do this. But you just have to cut me a little bit of slack, because this is all very new to me. So this is almost lined up with that one. Delete, delete, move to, and if you hold H, you can move to the same height. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Yeah, the chat is the thing that's burned into the video. And then there's also the regular old YouTube chat, which should have been working this whole time for everyone. That's probably not the issue. Okay. So these conveyor belts, right? Okay, so let's think about this. First of all, we need like another one over here. All this is like not lined up exactly correctly, actually. Oh my god, I hate when I do this. But okay, so there needs to be another like entire row of these this stuff that we've been working on, like towards the bottom. Oops, oh my god, I'm like such a novice at this move it mod. Like, what is this? What is move it? I don't know. All this is rotated wrong. It's all needs to be like this. Nope, wait, this guy needs to come with it like that, right? That's a little bit more parallel. Just a hair more parallel. Okay, so we need one last row of these. So props, POs, and nodes. Boom. Let's make sure this is lined up before we even start. Like that. Lined up. Yeah, the temperature is very low on Mars. If you saw negative 37, it's probably what it was. I think I've seen like negative 60 before. It's because the Mars theme, I started off, the base theme of that is this Mars theme that's on the workshop that someone made. and then I like made a bunch of adjustments to it. But it has like really, really low temperatures set in there, so that's how it gets like negative 60 degrees, because when you make a theme you can like set temperatures and things. Okay, we're missing some Lindas. Let's just grab these Lindas. Just props. Boom, like that. Perfect. Love the Lindas. And while we're at it, let's grab these. Bump, 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 bump. 4 clicks. And we'll put these some like that. Yes, Mars has a very crazy negative from 70 degrees in the summer to negative 100 degrees. Yeah, obviously what's in here is not accurate to what it really is, but it's way crazier than if I were just to go off a normal theme, normal city skylines. Like a lot of the stuff I use is, I think this grass is from the Springwood theme, and like if I was to be using the Springwood theme as the base theme, we would be in like sunny, like 70-degree weather every single day. So I'm glad I did start with that theme. Okay, we need a left turn guy, which is the same. I guess all these turns are left turns. I had to make like 2 different props for the turns, because like obviously there's a left turn and a right turn. One of these things. Boom, left turn. Goes into the wall, and we'll grab this guy. Copy. Paste. Boom, 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 boom. Why don't I make a Starman reference? Because I don't know what Starman is. Never heard of Starman. Starman and Bubble Boy? No, that's not the right thing. Maybe, yeah, this lady will have to share a scale. Do I have any ideas on how to handle the equivalent upper class baggage drop off? I'm imagining in the upper areas, you're not yourself gonna be lugging luggage around. Like, it'll just get delivered to your door. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Have I made a Star Wars reference already? No. I have not made a Star Wars reference already. Star Wars is a little fantastical. Wait, that's not what I want for this series. We wanted a little bit more grounded in reality, I think. This one. Copy. Paste. Oops, missed it. There we go. Okay, then we want this door. Paste. Right? Something like that. And we gotta do the same thing over here. Bum, 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 bum. We gotta cover up this wall somehow, actually. Go like that. Some stormtroopers. There are no stormtrooper assets on the workshop, afraid to say. That I know for a fact. I think. I wouldn't be... it's a little too iconic. It's like... $2.20 was saying in his video today, like, you can't put the Golden Gate Bridge in a city because it's just too iconic. Like, you can't put stormtroopers in a city. It's just stormtroopers. It's not like You know, like some things you can put in because even though they're in real places, it's not iconic. You know, you don't recognize it. Stormtroopers are like the most iconic thing of all time. Oop, this is not what I wanted. I wanted the other one that's here. This one. Copy, paste. Paste again. You know, something like that. You know what, this is, if they really wanted to exit, maybe this is how they exit over here. They can exit here. Destroyed X-Wing outside the dome. No, I gotta make Luke sleeping inside of one of those llama things outside the dome when he's like has to cut it open, you know. No, none of that is going in Mars. I'm sorry. There's no Star Wars is too far-fetched for this. It's way too much. Right? This is looking kind of cool, I think, personally. I'm not mad at this. Let's get a little road, a little path going to the other side. That's usually my barometer, is if I'm mad at it, if I am not happy with the thing, which is like 80% of the time, we gotta make some changes. $2 Sandcastle 1112. Thanks, man. Have you made a school or orphanage or religious place? Orphanage. Now that's dark. I like that. I like that. That's a cool idea. Orphanage. How do I make something explicitly an orphanage though? You know, like visually at least. Like I could always like say like, oh, this is an orphanage, but like visually speaking, it's a tough thing to convey. Oops, wrong thing. Thanks for the $2, man, though. Appreciate it, Sandcastle. Like I said, you know, this is what I've been doing full time, so it's great that you guys love the project and want to support, because it means that I can put literally 100% of my effort into this now that coronavirus has ruined my life. Orphanage. Someone else has said religious place in the past, and I like that idea too. I can't show you because there's spoilers, but there's something. No. I can show you actually. There's something that I put down that I thought was vaguely religious when I put it down. So we all remember this. This is from episode 1. So this stall right here I put down really recently. This used to be an empty space. And when I put this down, I was thinking that this was like these guys. Like, I just put the random signs. I don't know what the signs say. I'm sorry, everyone who's like obsessed with signs. But I was thinking that this was like some guys who were like trying to get you to like sign up for something. Or like I was always thinking, like, I don't know if you've seen those booths with like Scientology and they like try and have you do the little tests and whatever. That's what I was imagining for this. This was like some sort of religious booth. Like they were trying to get you to join their weird Mars religious cult thing. Okay, so this side needs a couple more of these things. Copy, paste. If you can think of a good way to do an orphanage, like something that's like screams like visually like orphanage, I would be very down, because that's like a dark, that like fits Mars. I like it, but I just don't know how I would do that. And I'm sorry if you already said it in the chat and I haven't been reading the chat, because there's so many of you guys typing. Sports complex for the rich. Yeah, I'm thinking golf, right? Golf course? That would make the most sense. Rich people love golf. I don't know. That's a long ways away. I have some other ideas that are a little more, a little less PC than golf. Little brutal. Some brutal sports. Oops. But all that's a little way. It's all pretty far off. Months at least. Okay, we're getting someplace. We're making strides here. Check out Git's holograms on the workshop. Send me it on Discord. Discord is linked. Send it to me on Discord. I'll look at it afterwards. I'm not going to do it now. What about rugby? Not rugby. Sorry. It's not brutal enough. Okay. Okay. So, maybe let's... Here's what we're going to do. Because these things need to go somewhere, right? These two conveyor belts. Let's copy, paste. Wait. Oh, it screwed everything up. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I don't know what this prop is that I'm using, but I like it. It is a little wonky, its rotation at the moment. We need it more like this. And then we need it in the ground. Like that. Perfect. 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 So we'll get two of them. And then we'll get some black doors. What about an arcade? What about an arcade? That's also something that, like, how, like, how do you, like, distinguish an arcade from just any other building? Like, there's a little signage out front. Oh my god, I'm going crazy. Hold on, wait. All of these props need to be deleted. Delete. Delete. Get out of here. It's like another one of those things that's like, yeah, like I could put it on an arcade easy, but that's just a building. Like, that's not anything. Wait. Oh my god. I want move to. There we go. I'm having like a meltdown with these options. Okay, so here, generate tool, make it smaller. Something like that. Now, customization tool. You know what I'm saying? It'll be something like this. Something like this, where it like looks like we're going into whatever this thing is. The stupid luggage that's not even luggage. Go into this thing. Needs to be a little higher. Oops. Like that? Like that? Almost. Close. Oh man, that's not great. It's not great. Needs to be rotated. Like that. Not perfect, actually. I was about to say perfect, but that's the opposite of perfect. That's barely good enough. Right? So the bags will go down there for these conveyors. Okay, and then can this guy... This would be cool if I... Nope, not even close. So we gotta do a second one. And then this one over here. There he is. A pool. Yes, pools will happen. I gonna build a prison? I don't know. I hadn't thought about a prison, to be honest. I haven't thought about it too much. Prisons are cool. But episode 7, I think what I build in that episode, not only could it be a communications, whatever was said earlier, could also be a prison. It's a very multi-use thing that gets built in that episode. So this needs to be rotated. My dog's over there making some noises. There is no prisons in space, only death. Yeah, that's my thinking. What are they spending the time locking people up? Like, that seems like a waste. Huge waste. Why would they do that? Way easier to just axe them. Man, everyone's just pitching ideas. It's a big pitch. No, undo that. Mars is very small, you guys. There's only so many things that can be in it. Copy, paste. Boom, 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 boom. It's such a small city. Right, that makes sense. Like the conveyor belts go into those things. I could buy it. So this area. How long have we been going? 2 hours. Wow. I could make labor camps. Much more logical. Yes, that is logical. That makes a little more sense to me. Some nice forced labor. Okay, what we need is railings. So, this is gonna be like a big long line, like you're waiting for some sort of to go through like an X-ray machine or something like that. We should actually grab those X-ray machines that I already built, because that's just like an easy thing to copy and paste. These things. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. So this will be like the closest. Like this, yeah? Something like that. I'm glad the chat's back. Sorry about that. But what can you expect? First stream. Listen, I know you guys didn't expect me to have that cable car going across the screen, so you win some, you lose some. I love that cable car. Okay, that needs to be covered up with something. Maybe let's get some capsule apartments in here. You know, just fill up some space here. Maybe this is how the people get in and out of their desk jobs back there. You guys better all watch Shredra Gaming after this. I swear. Okay, so boom. Boom, like that. Maybe let's start to do one more. Boom. Okay, we need to get some Lindas. Oops. Linda. Gladiators. I like it. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Let's maybe get one of these disgruntled Lindas. Back to the normal Linda. I wish there was a Linda who just had her hand by her side, you know? Shredra. Hope you're watching. Boom. This Linda is like really mad. She has her hand up. And we gotta get some like Lindas who are over here like with people, like they're like the family member, you know? This is not the most organized line, something like that, right? HypoSim, I'm glad to see you in the chat, man. If you guys don't know, HypoSim, should I call you out right now? What your chat name is? He's in the chat. He made the city, the Walk Industries logo. He's also made a couple other logos for the city. He's a genius. He's a huge resource to Walk Industries. He made Walk Industries what it is today. So I'm glad to see you here, man. Is it weird that I'm not looking at the camera? It's hard for me to tell these things. What about prisoners being experimented like lab rats? Oh my god, that's dark, man. I shouldn't have even read that comment. The thing about it is you gotta think like things like that, like how do you convey that in City Skylines? Like you gotta be able to build the thing. You can't just have it like have some story that is cool but then like is unbuildable. So now we're at the point where let's just copy some Lindas. You know what I mean? That's like an orderly line. See, there he is. Powell Sursky. That's HypoSim. Made the City Walk City Wall logo. He's an absolute legend. Never will be forgotten. Glad you spoke up so I could call you out. I wish there were some male Lindas. Come on, Shredra. Everyone go watch Shredra Gaming. Okay, this is looking good, right? This is cool. All we need is like some police officers right at the end. Maybe have billboards applying for test subjects. Maybe you make the billboard and you make an image file and you send it to me on Discord, and then I add it to the Mars signs, like all these other people who have made amazing PNGs, image files, and sent them to me, and I have turned them into assets. So if you want to see something, if you want there to be a particular billboard in Mars, all you got to do, go to the description of this video. Let's delete some of these. That's enough of a line. Go to the description. Go to Discord. Go to the billboards and graffiti channel and check out the pins there, because you'll find some information on how to submit signs and what sort of formats I need in order to do that, because I want to make more. Excuse me. Well, a little bit of a burp. All right. We need some military men. Or police? Which are the other ones? Police. Yes, these guys. I can turn the prison into a gladiator arena. Now that's funny. I like that. I like that a lot. Put some military guys. There's like two different types. There's these ones that are like more policemen. They look like they're European or something. These little berets or whatever they got on. No, maybe they have hard hats or whatever, tactical helmets. But then there's like camo, like actual military men. We need the tunnel block. Come on, tunnel block. Come on, let me select it. There, that guy. Need another tunnel block here. Like that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Need a couple more of these military men. Here. And maybe a couple Lindas going through. And then it's really good on the props. Something like boom, boom, boom. Right? I need an overhead lookout for the police. You're right. I do. Like the other side. Like this needs to be physically connected to over here. Like I could almost take this exact setup here. Maybe I will. Let's try it. Let's just see if this even works. Like that. Almost does. You get rid of this. You get rid of that. You get rid of that. You need to get rid of that and that. And that. And that. What is this? Oh, it's because... Yeah. You can't have parking in your city, or else it ruins everything. These crates, like... crazy about parking. They love to park. They just want to park. Okay, so this... needs to... You know what I mean? Like, where is this going to fit now? Like, I need to make room. I need to make room. We need one less of these on either side. Delete. Delete. I can like barely hear the music. You guys can hear the music? It seems so quiet. Turn it up on my end, but... better for me, at least. Something like that. Something like that. Right? I mean, we obviously have to put down a lot of decals. Hey, Marco Knock. What up, man? How's it going? I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell. Marco Knock is another person that if you haven't checked out his stuff, he's made some amazing things. Man, I gotta show you, man. Something that I built and haven't released. Hit me up after this. I wanna show you a screenshot. I think you might like it. It's very take some inspiration from your work. It's made some crazy stuff. Some people, I apologize if anyone has been hitting me up on Discord and I haven't said anything to you back, but I see I have like a trillion notifications on Discord, and I'm sorry, very sorry that I haven't replied, but we're a little busy here. You guys don't even know how difficult it is trying to keep up somewhat with the chat. Okay. You guys remember last episode how I made like a path that like snaked through this thing? Do I do that again? My city looks like Half-Life version of a Mars colony. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great Half-Life assets that I've been using by Dreedeman on the workshop. Okay. You guys know this tool? The Eclectric's Road tool? We're about to use this. Maybe there's a way I'm gonna up. Is there a better? No, maybe not. Yeah. I'm trying to just be able to see this. Okay, yeah, that'll be a little bit better. It's slightly better. Okay, so the Eclectric's Road tool, you can add nodes, right? So we'll add a node, put it there. Add another node. And put it here. So I'm trying to make a zigzag, right? This is something like this. Oops. Something like this. That. Yeah. You're good, Marco Knock, but you've had no time to play right now. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been the exact opposite. I've had an insane amount of time to play City Skylines. Too much time. What have I been doing with myself? Okay, this is hard to see what I'm doing, but like the path goes boom, 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 and then it goes boom, boom, boom. I'm just trying to get it to zigzag through this entire thing. Oh, we need one more node here. Now the music's too loud for me. The problem is some of these songs are like wildly different in volume. So it is what it is, I guess. You don't even play the game yourself, but you enjoy my gameplay. Thanks, man. You should try playing, though. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. A lot of people really enjoy it, but maybe that's not what you want to hear. Maybe you just... I don't know. It is like, you can tell already, like how much time goes into this game. I'm sure. It's like a huge suck. Okay, so now hopefully if people want to walk through to here. So we do have this little path. Like if I connect this up, it should actually function in some way. If I go from here to there, because this is the tunnel that leads to, excuse me, to this area. So now all these paths should be connected. And then we just gotta go to not tunnel world. Come on, what does that put this? There we go. I hate that tunnel vision, whatever that is. So this should all be actual invisible path. Just upgrade everything I can possibly upgrade around here. Okay, cool. We're good in tunnel world, yeah. Cool. Fun stuff. We got some decals to add. Got a few more things to do here. But guys, I think that's it for the live stream. It's been 2.5 hours. I can do that later off camera. You guys don't want to see me put down a bunch of decals. That's boring. Let me see this little list that I got. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Little France. You guys have all seen Little France. You guys should go check. My puppy making some noises. You guys should all check Skibbeth, his channel. If you guys don't know Skibbeth, Skibbitth. You should all know Skibbeth. I did a build on Skibbeth's channel. I did a French build. It was a very big build, actually. It was bigger than I was hoping it would be. So there's an episode there that I did some commentary with him. There's about to be a second one, which will be out hopefully soon. I want to thank, obviously, all of my patrons who have helped me so much to do this. Let's go to nighttime. It'd be more fun to see this at night. Oh, I didn't place down any good lights at all. Seriously though, thank you patrons. You guys are the best. Specifically with this whole live streaming thing, you guys have been so helpful helping me set all this up and get this working properly. Thank you to all of you who became patrons and who donated in the chat. You guys are also the best. And thank you to Deer and Lumois for being moderators. You guys are great. And all of you regulars, Steger, V Merrick, Ivo, all you guys who came through. Appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. It's been great. I'll do another one soon, so don't you worry. We'll maybe finish this area, or we'll start on something else. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. I'll see you all next time. Have a good well, probably not evening for most of you. Have a good morning, rest of your Sunday. Take it easy.